let's just get, and again, this is, as a teacher, this is kind of what I was thinking. But you all probably came up with something quite different, which was great. But in 2002, in adult literacy, what was the big thing that happened? The GED, yeah, GED 2002. Good. Okay. Good. Anyone know with public schooling, kind of a big thing there?
No child left behind.
There we go. No child left behind. Okay. Under where? Oh, perfect. There we go. Okay, let's just do a line there, and that's kind of, there we go. Great. 2 for 1. Okay, and what about any kind of, did anyone come up with any historical events or? Okay, there we go. Okay, so, great. Okay, so really tying literacy and education into national security here, right? But somehow,
I was thinking there was like a big explosion of charter schools in public
Great.
schooling.
Excellent. Yep. Okay, so big. Yep.
And what about vouchers?
So I'm sorry. I heard a couple. I heard individual.
I said individualized education, differentiation, and like more of a push towards like a focus on like the individualized, like going to their certain reading levels. What else?
Standardized
Interest levels. That's what I'm saying.
interest levels, like okay, that in terms of philosophy, right? Oh, okay. So you're thinking maybe of Gardner's and multiple intelligences kind of thing, or that's no.
Going to like just like instead of a kid reading something out of a textbook per se, it's a textbook moving to more towards like individualized, like magazine articles, like gauging the student's interest.
Great. Okay.
Give it to them at their level.
Okay. Great. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure how to put that, but yeah, just
differentiation.
yeah, there we go. Differentiation. Great. Thank you. Anything else burning that I mean?
And then do vouchers come about?
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, See, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I think that probably was right with the No Child. Yeah, it was part of the No Child Left Behind, wasn't it? The voucher program. Is that?
School
Yeah.
choice, yeah.
The school choice. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so there's so much, but that's like the biggest. Not the biggest, but for our purposes, I really wanted to get at the GED 2002, which was the fourth, right? Is that right? Yeah, that was the fourth version of the GED, right? So it started in 1970 and 1942. 1970 is when it became there was federal money in order to start teaching GED programs to students who didn't have a high school degree to credentialize them. And now in 2002, it was revised, but the changes were not that great, actually. Not that big. So that's right. Okay, 2010, what about adult literacy? Anything, I was actually thinking in public schooling was why I chose 2010. Did anyone come up with something? What I was thinking, which as teachers we all do, and then why I chose 2010 because something happened in public schooling here. Common Core standards. Okay, yeah. So those were adopted, right, by most of the states in 2010. Race to the top, yep, as well. So that's, thank you.
Common Core and Race to the Top.
Thank you, Marcia. Okay. And again, I think that can be kind of all here, right? There's historic philosophies, and as we can see, that acts and legislation, it's all got philosophy in there as well,
Yeah, if you just raise your hand, we'll give you the mic.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
We came up with also and the accountability movement in education.
Okay, great.
Here in DC, and the zero tolerance
Oh,
for
wow.
behavior was a big thing because school dropouts are really highly correlated with zero tolerance.
Great. Okay.
And for historical, we haven't really discussed the impact of the war on drugs and
Excellent,
judicial, also with the zero tolerance and putting so many people behind bars.
Yeah, excellent. I mean, that's.
So what don't I have?
Yeah, I mean, that's all the way. I mean, yeah, these are all. Let's just put a line all the way there from war on drugs to bump. I mean, right, and it's that way and this way. But the main purpose here, again, is not for us to be historians, but just to see how. I'm not good at this. How everything is interrelated, right, and how what we're dealing with in adult literacy in this GED 2014 is not just our stuff, and it's not just it came to us and it's our problem to figure out. It's enmeshed in so many other things, historically and also philosophically, all of that kind of stuff.
What did I miss?
I think that you got the Common Core in 2010 for public schooling? Yeah, I guess that would be the most important thing there.
What about adult literacy?
Did anyone come up with, I didn't really think of anything for 2010, but.
Increase in adults' age.
Oh, okay.
From
2024.
Tell me one more time. What?
Increase in age of adult.
Increase of
learning.
older adults in adult
Yes.
literacy programs?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's actually a great point. Yeah, and younger adults too, right? Yeah, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, great, yeah. And DeQuana? Thank
I
you,
would
Tessa.
say that the economic crash
Yeah.
increased the amount of people who, I think that it increased adult education, increased the spotlight on adult education
Mm-hmm.
federally, like nationally. And then it also put a different group of people where it wasn't quote unquote just the dropouts.
Mm-hmm.
We saw an increase in people who needed just academic skills, so they may have their high school credential, but to get into that workforce
Great.
program or whatever that was now funded because of the economic crash, they needed first to come to adult education. So
Yeah.
I think that we had a new set of pool of students
Yeah.
in 2010.
Yeah, no, yeah, excellent. That's what I think. Yeah, because if you think here too, and again, when we're thinking about literacy and defining literacy and why in the world do GED students who just want to, have that piece of paper, just want to get it for a job, why do there's all this emphasis on college and all that? Because adult literacy programs now really are being called upon to say, okay, whoops, we're all saying that, policies are saying that you need to go to college in order for economic reasons. What do we do with all those folks who don't have a credential to get into college? Looking at adult literacy, you've solved the problem. So that's where adult literacy is there. Good. Anything else for 2010? That was, and 2014, where we are. Adult literacy programming is the big one. It's GED. I know. It's always like when you're a teacher, it's always like you ask the obvious questions, and the students just look at you like.
You have
While you ask.
your college career readiness standards
Great,
from
okay.
2013,
Okay, great.
which came from the Common Core standards.
Okay.
So just trying to figure out how pre-K through 12 goes into adult
Right.
literacy.
Exactly. Great. How it's become now great, more combined, right?
More
Is that the
combined,
Common Core
yes.
standards K through 12 are now being applied to GED and adult literacy,
Right.
whereas before they were somewhat separate, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's actually really interesting too. Anything else that? I mean, there's tons of stuff, but anything else that? Technology. Okay, there we go. Yes, technology. Explosion of technology. We'll put that here. Right. Yeah. Explosion of technology. And education. So it's everything, right? It's there. We can't even put it there. Okay. So again, just to get an idea of how we came to be where we are right now. Anything else anyone's burning to contribute to our historical legacy? Okay. Yeah.
Just to switch from more like comprehension, more towards problem solving and analytical.
Okay.
So
Great.
it's like a common theme, like the educational philosophy as throughout the course of the years. It was like more, as in 2002, just like we see on the 2002 GED, just comprehension.
Good.
You know,
Okay.
whereas
So there is
yeah.
more depth of knowledge, kind of going back to
Yeah.
the quantum, right? Is that
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Great.